Wood trim. You either just whispered, ugh, under your breath, or you got a little nostalgic about how warm and cozy it feels. Either way, it's here. It's in your house, and you've got to deal with it. And listen, wood trim can actually look incredible if you pair it with the right paint color. But if you choose wrong, suddenly your craftsman charm looks more like grandma's basement rec room from 1987. Not cute. So let's talk about the colors you should absolutely avoid with wood trim, and then what to use instead. We've been offering custom color palettes, and people have been loving them. It's a more affordable alternative to traditional online color consultations. So if you're looking for some color inspiration, check out the link below, whether you need a 3-color palette or 6+ colors. And as part of the service, I even send you a personalized video explaining the color choices, so everything is crystal clear. Check out the link below if you want to purchase one today. People have been loving them. We've been doing so many of them recently. Number 1, the pumpkin spice latte room. Okay, if your trim is already orangey oak or yellowy pine, please, I beg you, don't go slapping on a big buttery yellow on the walls. The room will start to feel like it's been dipped in nacho cheese and like the cheap stuff, not even good queso. So too much warmth in one space is not cozy. It's completely overwhelming. Like living inside a nasty box of Kraft dinner. The thing is, balance is everything here. Mistake number 2, the 50 Shades of Cold Gray disaster. Grays can be gorgeous, but not all grays are created equal. And I know a lot of you already hate gray to begin with, so I'm sure you're all on board here. Pairing icy blue-based grays with warm wood trim is a disaster. The wood starts to look dirty, muddy, sometimes even green, like your trim just got food poisoning and just puked everywhere. Honestly, if you've ever walked into a room and thought, something feels off, check the undertones. That's probably what's happening. And that's definitely happening here. Mistake number 3, the whiteout. We all love crisp white trim, but crisp white walls against wood trim, it just doesn't work. We all love crisp white walls, right? But against wood trim, pure bright white can make the trim look way darker, older, and way more orange than it actually is. And suddenly, your cozy maple trim feels like it wandered in from a hunting lodge or something. Unless that's the aesthetic you're going for, skip the stark whites and lean into creamier off-whites or softer neutrals instead. Okay, now enough roasting the bad combos. What does actually work here? If you've got golden oak, honey maple, or even like cherry wood trim, try wall colors that are soft and warm and honestly neutral. So think grayish, beige with a modern twist, or some earthy taupes, Manchester tan, even good old Edgecombe gray. They don't compete, they balance. And another trick that I love is green. So muted greens, sage greens, olive greens. Love me some Saybrook sage, October mist. Green and wood are like peanut butter and jelly. They're just meant to be. The wood feels more natural, the green feels grounded, and the whole room suddenly looks like it belongs in a design magazine. For darker woods like walnut or mahogany, you can go a bit bolder. Creamy off-whites tend to work, but also deep navies and charcoal grays. Yeah, those deep dramatic colors look amazing. So go dramatic, actually. I like that. So you can pair with a creamy off-white like white dove, or a bold contrasting color like gentleman's gray or Kendall charcoal. The contrast makes the trim feel luxurious, intentional, almost like built-in furniture. It's the difference between the trim came with the house and I have custom millwork, darling. And here's my favorite pro tip. Match undertones. So if your trim leans a little red, pair it with a wall color that has a whisper of red warmth. Something like maybe like a subtle blush or peach undertone. Not enough to look pink, but enough to vibe with the wood. Or maybe something like pale oak or even Balboa mist to a lesser extent. The room will suddenly feel harmonious, like everything is playing on the same team. Wood trim isn't the enemy, it's just dramatic. You can't ignore it. You can't pretend it's not there. But if you give it the right backdrop, it'll thank you by making your whole space feel nice, cozy, and timeless, and way more high-end as well. And now you know what not to do and what to do instead. Question is, are you team paint it all white immediately, or team embrace the trim? Tell me in the comments, and no judgment if you're secretly holding a paintbrush behind your back. But let's be honest, some wood trim deserves a second chance, but some should have definitely stayed in 1978.